And we're starting with the highly anticipated clash between international football's oldest rivals on a typically wet British summer's evening in Wembley in front of 22,000 fans. England and Scotland played out a fiercely contested goalless draw, which earned them the Tartan Army their first and very much deserved point of the competition. The Three Lions, meanwhile, will have to wait until their final game to secure their place in the last 16. England came very close to taking the lead early on with John Stones heading a corner from Mason Mount onto the woodwork, while Scotland held their own against Gareth Southgate's side. They came very close to causing an upset. Stephen O'Donnell was denied by a superb save from Jordan Pickford, while a goal line clearance from Reece James diverted Lyndon Dykes' shot. Jean-Emile, this was a rather sluggish and disappointing performance from England. This is the youngest ever side they've fielded at an average age of 25 years old. Is there a lack of leadership on the pitch?
Yeah, I think that was evident. You saw the mainstays of the team and really the guys that you'll be looking towards in terms of Raheem Sterling and Harry Kane just not performing on the night. Harry Kane actually got substituted. Raheem Sterling as well got substituted. And you felt that Gareth Southgate actually left those substitutions until too late. There was no dynamism from England that we expected. They controlled the game so well against Croatia, but they did rely on a breakaway goal, which Sterling took very well. In this match, really, England was nowhere to be seen. That creativity, that spark, they left it far too late, bringing on the likes of Grealish to change it, Rashford for his pace to run in behind. Just really an upsetting performance if you're an England fan.
Indeed, considering that we obviously have so many young, creative, dynamic young players. Though we do have to give Scotland a lot of credit this evening. They will have come away from this by far the happier side, and a big point for them.
A massive point. I mean, you saw that defensive effort. Really was great to get Kieran Tierney back in the team. But I mean, what a display. The England are the Three Lions, but the Scots really showed them what it means to be ferocious on the pitch, crunching into every tackle in the midfield. Scott McTominay, John McGinn, just really doing amazing work. Those Scots who all travelled to Wembley in full voice, they'll be a really happy bunch going home tonight with that well-earned point.
Indeed, I'm sure there's some very happy Scots in London right now. And on that note, we're going to move on to the other game in Group D. 2018 World Cup finalists Croatia have kept their slim hopes of qualifying for the last 16 alive after drawing 1-1 against the Czech Republic. The Croats started slowly and were dealt a huge blow when Patrick Schick converted a penalty before the break. Ivan Perisic clawed back an equaliser for Croatia just after half-time, thundering home a shot that was created from a break down the left-hand flank. We're going to look now at where both of those draws have left the standings in Group D. England and the Czech Republic are both on 4 points. The Czechs are currently ahead on goal difference. Scotland have earned a big point, which keeps their qualification dreams alive. They'll be playing Croatia, who are also on 1 point. They will be playing that game on Tuesday. Jean-Emile, both of these draws have really left the third round encounters in this group very interesting. Everything is still to play for.
Yes, Selena, what that table didn't show is obviously the fact that England and England and the Czech Republic, they're now level. Now, the last game, Croatia versus Scotland, obviously whoever wins that game, they'll both end up on 4 points. So, there's a lot riding on that game. But what hasn't really been said so far is that the second place in this group will end up playing the second place in Spain's group, Group E. The first place in this group will end up playing the runner-up in Group F, which could be one of France, Portugal, Germany or Hungary. Really challenging teams. So you have to ask yourself, do these teams really want to win this group? I mean, obviously you want to play as well as you can, but I mean, there's actually kind of a side story here, which we haven't delved into. And if England do win that, I mean, yeah, you could be seeing a last 16 round of England, Portugal, England, France. Or whatever else comes from that group.
Indeed. Yes.